Hello, everyone. I am so sorry. StreamYard didn't want to recognize my camera, my microphone, or anything. I have restarted the computer. I went to log on with my phone. The phone died. I remembered I had a Chromebook. I went to log on with the Chromebook after Renee said, "Well, why don't you just use your phone?" I don't have 1,000 family members. I can't use my phone. Um, the Chromebook's dead. Everything in this house is dead, and I am so sorry. I appreciate each and every one of you who came in, came back, who hung around. I thank you. Sandra's here. I was awake, Sandra. Girl, I was battling technology. And you know, when I start to battle, it gets ugly. And Renee, yes, Renee, the phone died. I made a video this morning. I turned on location because I went out in mode. The phone said Chromebook dead. Everything was dead. Nothing's working. Thank you all for checking in on me. I appreciate it. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Renee, Denny, Sandra, Carol, Regina, Gloria. Thank you all. Nisi. Hey. Yeah, everything's okay except the devil thought he was going to get the best of me today, but I persevered and you all persevered and hung out with me, and I thank you. And Regina's here too. So if I missed anyone in the chat, please comment below because I want to thank each and every one of you. I really do. This is not the way to start out the week. Good Lord. And Nightbot even came to work. Nightbot, why didn't you tell StreamYard mine? That's a whole nother thing. How is everybody? I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if my phone ever charges up, I will release. Oh, maybe it's uploaded. I can edit it and release it. I did a yarn haul this morning. I was so proud of myself. I did a yarn haul, and then I was going to do Tip Tuesday. And I got in, I forgot how many. They said my burn was good because I mowed the yard. I got no more words. I got no more words. Lord have mercy. And somebody, who was it? Was it Sheila? Told me last night that they were starting their second Which Way Filet, and they used the no, it was Sandra. Sandra, was it you that told me you had finished you're starting your second Which Way Filet and you had used the border from Allison Russell? Nana Michelle told me that Olivia loves the Which Way Filet better than the granny square she was working on. She even took hers home to work on it. And Nana Michelle said this is the first time Olivia has wanted to work on a crochet project on her own. Kudos, Olivia. Thank you, Regina. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Girl, technology. Sandra, you're right. Technology is good when it works, but when it doesn't work, oh my Lord. Diddy says she wasn't worried. Diddy, girl, sometimes you just got to worry about me because I was ready. You know, it was not going to get the best of me. I was determined. Regina, it makes a beautiful blanket. Sandra, you're bordering the second one now. Wait a minute. Sandra, when did you start the first one, or the second one? Because you just told me yesterday you were working on the second one. How big are you making these? Dark Sky High, is so good to see you. Denny, I know you love the Which Way Filet. You're the one, you and Racine are the ones that really gave me that little extra push I needed to do it because I had bought the yarn last summer, but there were so many other things going around that I wanted to do. And then he says, VJ, I know you get lost. I know. I know, girl. I know. See, that's why I need you all, because I get lost. What was it? Last week I was outside and the same thing. The phone was on the charger. I didn't get the little ping that get in there and get online. But I was in here today and all I had was a black screen and I had the little slash through the microphone and the slash through the camera. And I just kept reloading. I shut the computer down again, brought it back up. And I'm like, you know what? Let me see if I can do it on YouTube. And just as I clicked on YouTube, it said, oh, I'm going to work now. You don't have to use YouTube. Wait a minute. I worked so hard, my curls done fell down. I got 9,000 pins in my hair. Oh my gosh. Hi, Carol. And she is out of the loop on the Which Way Filet. Oh, Carol, how are you out of the loop, girlfriend? No, we got to bring you in. Denny, who's running around here in the chat, was talking about her Which Way Filet blanket. And I have always wanted to make one. And I even bought the yarn for it last year. But like I was saying, I kept finding other things to do. And then Racine says, I'm going to start on it tonight. And I'm like, oh, well, if you're going to start on it and Denny's making one, I want to make one with you all. And then I came up with the bright idea, let's do a make along. And then I was like, no, somebody save me, because we know I'm not that organized. Look at today. I try. But anyway, making a long story short, we decided to do a make along with the Which Way Filet by Fiber Spider. Allison Russell also has a tutorial on YouTube. Hopefully the links are in the chat below. If not, I'll put them in there. There is no end to the Which Way Filet make along. So whenever you start it is fine. However long it takes you is fine. Racine has finished one. Denny's finished one. Sandra has finished one, and she's putting the border on number 2. I have not finished mine because I'm using one weight Superfine. It was pretty, and it said Yarn Bee, and I thought it said Baby Bee anyway. It was in the aisle with the baby yarn. I wasn't paying attention when I bought it. I thought it was baby cotton. But here's mine. And I am loving it. And I have even gotten to the point where I can tell when I am making a boo-boo, and I correct it then. So it's working up nicely. This is skein number 3, and I have one more skein. So I'm trying to judge how much I will need for a border. I don't know how big this is going to be. When I get through the 4th skein, it's done. However big it is, that's how big it's going to be. I've got 4 skeins of yarn that I bought for this blanket, and that's what I'm going to do with the yarn. I'm not trying to have a stash. I bought 4. I'm going to use 4. So, Carol, if you are interested in doing the Which Way Filet, join us. And even if you don't need a blanket, the Kanata kerchief tank that we had made before, I think that was last summer, you could make 4 Which Way Filet squares, sew them together at the halfway points, make straps for them, and make a tank top, which is what I'm going to do next time, because I think that would make a pretty tank. Sandra says they're approximately 38 to 40 inches square. Yeah, okay, that's the right size. So, girl, you crochet fast. And saying hey to Denny. Everybody's saying hi. I made it, Niecy. I made it, girl. You know technology. When it works, it works. When it doesn't work, you just have to keep. I did not pull out the rubber mallet. That was coming next. Can Carol hold, please? Why is she? Oh, because I just got through the. Okay, thank you. Oh, Grammy Colleen is here. Thank you so much. Yarn Barf, how are you doing, Christy? Oh, thank you, Denny. Carol, there is the link for Fiber Spider. And he's the one, if I understood his tutorial correctly, he had seen a picture on Pinterest and said, I should be able to make that. And he made the original tutorial. And then Allison Russell came up behind him. Ooh, Denny's got 2 more to go. Girl. Luckily, all of my grandchildren have not seen these. So when I do this one, I'm under no pressure. But you're still doing the other baby things. There's Sheila. Thank you for the thumbs up. I am feeling very relieved now that I got my technology working in my favor. Thank you for coming by. How is your blanket coming? And how many people? Oh, Carol says, oh my God. Is that an oh my God good or an oh my God bad? Oh, you like it. Thank you, Carol. It's simple. It's a 2-row repeat. Don't get much simpler than that. And you just work. It's as you see, it's just a huge square. Denny does not put borders on hers. Racine and Sandra put borders on theirs. When I get to the end of mine, I'm going to look at Fiber Spider and see what he does with his. I don't know if I'm going to border mine or not. I haven't decided. And Grammy Colleen finished 2 baby blankets and a throw, and she's using it for her pride blanket too. Colleen, I never thought of that. Oh, girl, I bet that is beautiful. Next week, I'm going to get my act together. I am going to put a post in the Facebook group. Everybody, please put your Which Way Filet blankets in the Facebook group post for Which Way Filet, and I will show them next Monday because I'm going to start my StreamYard early. I'm going to do like I used to do for my lives on Wednesday, and I'm going to start StreamYard an hour early just to make sure that it's going to work. And I will show everybody's blankets next Monday. I will come on with StreamYard, so you'll be able to come up if you choose to show yours. If you don't want to show it, put it in the Facebook group and I will share it. How does that sound? I know I just garbled that up. Thank you, Christy. But you all know what I mean. You all have known me long enough to understand my Spanglish. Thank you, Niecy. It's I am terribly frustrated. And there's Angela. Wow. I just need to slow down and stop trying to talk fast. It's 4:03 and I am trying to get all of this in so we can raid Granny D. Thank you, Angela. It is so good to see you. I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate everybody who hung around and while I got all this stuff together. Rita, it is so good to see you. How are you feeling? And I appreciate everybody who has joined us in the Which Way Filet Make Along. You all are real troopers, and I thank you for that, especially since this is my first make along. I am using, this is Yarn Bee Idyll, and this is a Lord, I want to say it's a one weight, 3.5 ounces. Yep. It's a number one, 50% merino wool, 30% nylon, 20% acrylic. But this was, like I said, it was in the little cubbies with the baby yarn. So I thought I was buying sport weight baby yarn. I was in a hurry that day. But this is, and it's, oh Lord, it is so teeny tiny small. Trust me, it says number one. I would have to magnify the it's a number one super fine. I usually use sport weight or baby yarn for my baby blankets. I have never used super fine for a baby blanket. But since it's supposed to be a summer blanket, that's probably what I should have used. So it was a happy accident. The rubber mallet. Oh, I was about to spit out my water. Niecy girl. When I was doing CT and my scanners were acting up, I would, first of all, beat the mouse, restart the machine, and then I would sit there and I would stroke it and go, come on, baby, you can do it. You can do it. Just one more scan, one more scan. I can shut you down. Come on, baby, you can do it. And the residents would look at me and they turn to my coworkers and they go, is she talking to the scanner? And they're like, yeah. And they go, does that work? And they're like, yeah, it does work. Pray over it, girl. Yes. Thank you. Oh, and Granny D just went live. Let me talk fast. Okay, I'm switching to my phone. I got to go pick up little man, but I'm taking you with me, girl. Thank you, Niecy. I love those rides through Montana. Hi, Connie. It's good to see you. Oh, girl, I appreciate it, especially since it's falling down and standing out all over the place. I appreciate it. We've been battling over here. Connie, thank you so much. Denny is making one for her great niece and one for her grandson. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see them. Thank you, Regina. Everybody, I would appreciate the thumbs. Denny says Fiber Spider didn't border his. Okay. Okay. So Fiber Spider Craig does not border his, but Allison Russell does. Okay. And oh Lord. If one of my lovely mods would be so kind as to drop Granny D's link so we can do a VJ raid over at Granny D Thompson. And I am going to finish these chats and then I will come over there and raid her as well because I got to get my daily dose of fiber. Please save me a seat. I lost myself again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how far behind I got when I had this set up early. This is just unbelievable. When your technology doesn't work and you can't do, it's just the devil. It's just the devil. If it weren't for the devil, we would have no issues, but that's okay. Oh, I found myself and lost myself again. Okay, there we go. Colleen says, I love the pattern so much. I thought rainbow fillet which way. Colleen, see, that's why I do this channel because I never would have thought of that. And now that you say that, I agree. I really agree. I can't wait to see yours. And I want to do that too. See, that's what happens. I keep hearing all of your fantastic ideas, and I want to make them too. I want to do it too. You can't mess up as long as you chain two after the chain two space in the row below. Sandra, there were a couple of times when I was in a chat or I had to boot somebody or whatever, excuse me, and I missed the chain two. But when I came around, I put my 2 double crochets where the chain 2 should have been, and you could not tell that there was not a chain 2 there. So even if you mess up, just keep on going. You don't necessarily have to frog it, because in the scheme of things, it doesn't show up. I don't know that I have seen any real, yeah, rainbows are pretty. Any really true rainbow yarn. Christy, whose rainbow yarn do you have? I know Daniel did a pride yarn, but is there a rainbow yarn that actually has the pride rainbow in order, or is it the I want to call it celestial rainbow in order? I'm using a 3, a size D. It's a D3. It's a, where's my cheat sheet? You all know I don't know millimeters. Okay, the D is a 3.25 millimeter. And the yarn calls for use a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook, US size D3. So I'm using the hook that was recommended by the yarn. I didn't do a gauge swatch or anything. I just picked up the hook that was recommended on the band ball. And it's a wonder I could see that as small as the printing is. A rainbow is God's promise to us that he will never give us another worldwide flood like he did in Noah's day. Oh, I had, that's beautiful. Yeah. See, I thought this was a 3. Because the way the skein was, and it felt, I wasn't paying attention. I was that particular day, I was very hungry, and I was not thinking, and I was just grabbing yarn and trying to get out. I won't do that again. Sheila, whatever hook the yarn says, or whatever hook you want. Right, Denny. I use the hook the yarn said. Oh, was that Sheila that asked that? I said Colleen. Thank you, Denny, because, oh, God, people, you have to just overlook me today. Yes, Angela. Christy said that very well. Yarn barf me too. I always see rainbows, and I think of God's promises as I see it as a God wink. Now, see, when I learned about rainbows, it was the lucky pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I just liked the colors. I had not heard of God's promise, so thank you for that. But I think it's just a matter of personal preference. I like to border my blankets. I normally don't border my blankets. This yarn is so thin. I may put a small border on it just because I've got these real little fillet holes going around the edge. And I normally don't do fillet for babies because they put their little fingers in here. So I may do a small border just to fill up those holes so they don't get snagged on anything. I bordered my christening blanket, and I bordered that pink blanket with the ruffles just because I thought the ruffles would be pretty. Jill, you changed your name. Look at you, Fiber Floozy Crime. All right, it's so good to see you. I appreciate you coming by. And you're probably here and gone now. Ooh, I gotta talk fast. Let's see. Yeah, I just shut my hair at the door. Have mercy. I don't have as much hair as you. Oh my God. Oh, isn't that something? Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. You know what? We had these IV poles that hung from the ceiling with the little hook on the end, and I walked under one day, and it hooked in my curls, and I was trapped because I wasn't tall enough to go up over the hook to get free. And I had to get somebody to come to get the whole apparatus down out of the ceiling to unhook my hair after they stopped laughing. I'm like, seriously, I can't get out of this. And yeah, they really enjoyed that. My coworkers. If nothing else, I'm entertaining. Jeanette, it is so good to see you. I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate everybody who has come by to say hello, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate the thumbs. Denny has been through a few name changes. Oh my goodness. See, I can't keep changing my name because I can't keep up. Shh, I fudged it too when I didn't change two. That's our secret. Oh, Sandra, see, because you know what? I did it and then I kept going and then I held it up to see if I could tell where I had fudged. And I couldn't tell, and I knew I had fudged. So I was like, okay, I put the chain two in, but if I forget, I'm not frogging. It works. Pride yarn isn't rainbow yarn. Okay. Rainbows have 7 colors. Doesn't the pride thing have 7? I'll have to go look. I thought it had 7 colors too. Because it's red, blue, green, yellow, orange, purple, black. That's 7. Now that they've incorporated everybody else. I just using mainstay and red hard solid colors and doing 4 rows each, starting the inside with purple and blue, then green and yellow and orange and red. So you are using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're using 6 colors. Okay. 3 millimeter, oh boy. It's not, well, I used to make crochet collars too out of number 10 thread. So 3 millimeters is bigger than what I used to use. There's a tutorial for a round blanket in the Which Way. I haven't tackled that one yet. Oh, really? Now, how would you wrap a baby in a round blanket? I've never tried that. I like the Mexicana. I really do. I like the Mexicana. Rainbow is usually red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I and violet. What's the I for? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Oh, indigo and violet. That's 7. Okay. Thank you, Jill. My granddaughter sings that song a lot. Yay, now it's stuck in my head. But see, that's not the rainbow song I learned. But then I'm a child of the '60s, so we know the rainbow song I have is from a is from a rock band. Red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. I can sing a rainbow. And I can't think of the band name. Oh Lord. The mandala nifflers come super close. There is real rainbow yarn. I forgot where. Mandala nifflers? I haven't seen that. Yeah, Denny, it sounds beautiful. I can't wait to see the pictures. What did I do? The 3 millimeter hook? Yeah, I used to make crochet collars, doilies. I can't help it. Did Effie come in? Effie, how are you? Thank you, honey. Ooh. Skinny Cakes has a rainbow. Denny saw it somewhere. See, I can't keep well, it's all new. That's just the standard one I grew up with. I now can't even tell you the ones I learned. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo. I said indigo and violet. Yay! I did it. I figured out what the I was for. Collins will be less a color. Nobody will know. I love that Mexicana. I really do. Thank you. You know which one I'm talking about, don't you, Denny? Denny, who sang it? Oh, for hooking my curls. Oh, yeah. I used to say if I didn't hurt myself at least once per shift, I hadn't worked. Yep, I hooked my I, I hooked my curls. We had injectors hanging from the ceiling, and one of my coworkers pushed it across the table to me, and I grabbed it. And when I grabbed it, it just came loose from the ceiling in my arms. Oh man. Thank you, Denny. Thank you all for coming by. I appreciate it. You could have spent the last, how long have I been here? 33 minutes. Oh, I did make my half hour, even though I was 20 minutes late. I am so sorry. I will make a post on the VJ's Fine Crochet Facebook group page for the Which Way Filet Make Along. Please post your progress photos and I will get my act together and we will share them next Monday and see what everybody's doing because I keep hearing borders and I want to see these borders before Sandra ships hers out because you know when she finishes a blanket, they are out the door. So I want to see these before they go. Denny, thank you so much for coming up with for mentioning this because like I said, it is something that I have been wanting to do. Just couldn't get myself together to do it. Colleen, thanks for mentioning the pride colors because I'm going to want to do that too now. I want to do everything. Denny is only 46, born in the 70s. You're a baby. But I'm so happy to have you here. Girl, but you know your songs. I saw that, Jill. I saw that. I was so happy you didn't hit the floor. And I was thinking about the three-legged stools. I was like, are you perched on your three-legged stool? So I'm glad you did not hit the floor. That was a good save, Jill. That really was. And when you held up that caster, the wheel, I was like, yep, that's something I would have done. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's me. Yeah, Jill had a good save there yesterday. Baby wash. Why? You know, that's all right, Denny. You are a talented baby and you have a lot of knowledge, and I thank you for sharing it with me. I thank each and every one of you for coming by. I thank all of those who are making Which Way Fillets with me. I thank Racine for giving me that little extra push. I thank Denny for mentioning it. I am so tickled that Olivia is joining us in this endeavor. Oh, and Marsha Lee from Seeing Stitches is also doing it. She has, she says she likes it, but she's putting hers aside for a little while, but she's doing it as well. Thank you, Sandra and Colleen. Thank you, Jill, for coming by. I really appreciate it. Everybody have a blessed day. We are doing a VJ raid over at Granny D. Thompson's. I hope somebody saved me a seat. I love you all, and I will see those who can make it for Whip It Wednesday this coming Wednesday at 3:45. And yes, I am going to start StreamYard early so that I can make sure it likes my camera. Thank you all. Stay safe, mask up, and I will see you all very shortly.